StraightSmile.com, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about the direction I see DTC heading in. And the reason why I want to talk to you about this is because I see trends happening, and I've been able to predict a few things, historically that have happened. Like back to 20 years ago, I saw an opportunity for the general dentist to get into aligners. They got into aligners. 7 years ago, DTC for aligners starting and I saw it taking off. And of course, I jumped on the bandwagon because it's an opportunity, right? Um, like me or not like me for that, but it's taken off, and all of you said it couldn't have been done. So I want to go and tell you a little bit more about where I see the next opportunity happening. And I'm not saying I'm going to be involved in this because I actually not planning to be involved in this at all. But I want to explain to you how you, as a dental practice owner, can get on this bandwagon before DTC grabs it up. And it's only a matter of time before DTC does. What does DTC do? Well, DTC for any industry, whether it be contacts or hearing aids or anything that just comes directly from the consumer, closed selling to the masses, skipping the middleman, the professional, anything like that. Glasses. DTC looks for an opportunity, what consumers want. And right now, consumers are it really actually like the DTC aligners, but they're interested in something for younger kids because the vast majority of orthodontics that is done in younger kids, right? Under age 12. However, the DTC, Smile Direct Club, Candid, Bite, they're doing either 15 and up or 12 and up. So I see this going younger. Now, here's the tricky part. There's no way you can do this with impressions necessarily. You'd have to have scanners because there's a lot of baby teeth. And I don't even think this is necessarily going to be aligners. I think this is going to be like young, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because there's so much good that can be done by correcting bite and malocclusions and habits in little kids. From that little bitty open bite, holy cow, we got some win. From that little bitty open bite that develops, because the patient is a passy or a thumb sucker, to small little jaws and things like that, and other malocclusions that you can really see at age 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's a lot of research that's coming out now that's showing that it's so much better to correct these in younger patients. However, most orthodontists don't start treatment until patients are 11, 12, 13, and you lose that window for correcting malocclusions, and you end up not correcting the malocclusion and improving the airway, but you end up basically camouflaging the malocclusion, which is not the right way to do things. So parents are understanding this more. However, very few doctors are actually willing to provide this kind of service. So I think it's a huge opportunity for you as a doctor to learn more about phase one pediatric interceptive treatment, whether you're an orthodontist, whether you're a pediatric dentist or a general dentist, at this point, I don't care because I think it's so critically important that we offer these services to patients, to consumers, because the proof is in the outcomes. And I've seen so many cases at this point that are started that could have been avoided. And it's heartbreaking to me when a patient is 15, 16, 17, and they have to have jaw surgery now, or they have to have extractions, or they have impacted canines and they have to go through surgeries that could have 100% been avoided if we just did something super simple when they were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and the lab fees on these are not even custom appliances. These are stock appliances that can literally just be fitted. Like you can stock them in your office. That's why it's so incredibly easy. You don't even need a scanner impression for this. It literally is a no-brainer for me for a DTC to go in and do this. And for years, I just hesitated even mentioning this because I know as soon as I mention it, somebody's going to take this opportunity. I'm putting up saying that I don't want to be involved in a DTC company again. It was interesting, it was exciting, but it's not the direction I want my consulting practice to head. But I think you as a doctor really has an ethical and a moral, you know, obligation to learn to offer these services or to refer your patients out to an orthodontist who does offer these services. I don't care which one. Make sure you have a place to send your patients. Make sure you're screening them and make sure they're heading out where they need to go. So hopefully this was helpful. I said it. I said what I needed to say. I know it's going to happen. And y'all cannot be upset when I warned you for years and years and years that this is going to happen. When it happens, you had your chance to jump in and really grow this part of your practice before it takes off. Because like I said, these lab fees, if they're a direct to doctor, if the lab fees are around $42, And I'm sure that a DTC company can buy this stuff in bulk, get a remote dentist to prescribe them and monitor it. It's super easy. We're doing this in offices right now. Like I said, there's not even a scanner impression needed for the most part. Maybe later as they get closer to maybe 7, 8, 9, 10. It is. And you don't even need an x-ray in little kids because it's all baby teeth. All you're doing is improving jaws. So there's nothing that you really need to see. We usually don't take panos till they're 6 or 7 anyways. So so I call this pre-orthodontic therapy. It's just malocclusion guidance. It isn't something at the moment that you can bill insurance for, but it does really help the airways. It helps the patients sleep better. It helps the patients feel better, and it helps their bite, and it helps prevent severe malocclusion issues from happening later. And I see a major opportunity. So I'm just letting you know. All right. Thanks so much.